Hello everyone, welcome to Ed Talks Film. My name is Ed. Today we're here to talk film. And today we're here to talk about something I've been thinking about lately, and that, maybe some current Criterion collectors have maybe thought about, and maybe some people who are new or thinking about getting into the Criterion Collection game might be thinking about right now. Obviously, for the last year or so, Criterion has started releasing 4K Blu-rays for the Criterion Collection. We're starting to get, new 4K discs of Criterion movies. Citizen Kane, Raging Bull being the latest one that's come out. There's others like Uncut Gems, The Red Circle by Jean-Pierre Melville. 4K is kind of all the rage, especially in the physical media collection community. And, I love the format. I really think it's awesome. I think it's probably the best way that we'll ever have in home media to be able to watch these films, is with these 4K discs, these specifically high quality 4K discs. But with that comes the fact that there is a very vast array and large quantity of Blu-ray titles obviously already in the Criterion Collection. Most of the collection is in the Blu-ray format, which is awesome. And it's great because they're very, very high quality Blu-rays. A question that's sort of been on my mind is, so 4K is all the rage right now, and I think it'll be, at least for physical media collectors, a format that's going to stick around for a while, especially in, sort of premium format boutique labels like Criterion or an Arrow and stuff like that. And obviously big studios who want to release like their more bigger blockbuster movies and some prestige films, right, will get the 4K treatment. With all that, I think comes with a big question. A lot of us by now who have been collecting for a while, and some of us who are brand new to collecting, right, we all have some Criterion Blu-rays. A lot of Criterion Blu-rays. In my case, in a lot of other people's cases, I'll focus on us first. With these 4K Blu-rays coming out of films, we may already have quite a bit of them, right, in our collection so far. And this presents a very interesting problem because we will eventually have to double dip on, if Criterion goes down this trajectory to sort of bring many of their films, because obviously not all of their films may be suitable for the 4K format. But say a film like Doctor Strangelove or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb, which has a restored 4K digital transfer, right, feasibly could end up on 4K. And it's already got a 4K Blu-ray out there from another label. It's only a matter of time probably before there's a Criterion 4K of it. And this is a very amazing Blu-ray release, but also these Criterions are expensive. So that begs the case, how many of my Criterion Blu-rays am I going to end up having to spend money on to sort of double dip and, change out for the 4K, for the more superior 4K Blu-ray, especially if maybe the 4K re-release has, I don't know, new special features on it. These are things that we now have to think about when it comes to getting these movies. And the thing is, a lot of the Blu-rays, almost all of the Blu-rays in the Criterion Collection, amazing. They look amazing, even upscaled onto a 4K television with played on a 4K Blu-ray player. They look awesome. But if there's something undeniable on the 4K release that like has to be got, we're forced to kind of double dip and kind of have to get it. You know what I mean? So I think it kind of leaves a kind of damning question of like, dang, how much money am I gonna have to spend on films I already own? And that's something that's a very interesting dilemma. I think there's another dilemma for new collectors as well when it comes to this, which is, I want to get a bunch of Criterions and stuff like that. Could I buy a Criterion tomorrow that has a 4K transfer, right? A restored 4K transfer that is likely to maybe become a Criterion 4K release soon. Might I buy that 1 month and then it become a 4K release 3 months later when they announce the titles? You know what I mean? I think that it's just something I've been thinking about. I could be wrong. I think it's good that Criterion at least gives us a couple months out where we know what the release schedule is a couple months out. So maybe it gives us time to get our affairs in order and be able to go, okay, I can try and sell this, but it's almost like, who are you going to sell it to when everybody else is probably also looking for that same 4K release? So I don't know. It's just an interesting dilemma. It's at least it's not as bad as when, you know, they stopped doing the Blu-ray DVD combo packs. I know that was kind of an issue at one point, because people were like, well, this almost gatekeeps Criterion's in a way from people who are still using old technology, and they will have to go to new technology. Obviously, right now, the 4K format isn't large enough to warrant them only releasing these on 4K, so they have 4Ks and Blu-rays in their 4K releases, which I think is a kind of a smart move, because at least you can have the 4K and be able to upgrade your stuff later and still watch it on the Blu-ray. But yeah, I look at my Criterion collection and I look on the back of some of them and I read 4K digital transfer on the Blu-ray, newly restored 4K digital transfer, and I just think, geez Louise, this could be a Criterion next. I may have to buy this during the next sale again, and I already bought it. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I guess I'm just having a little bit of trouble just kind of being like, oh my gosh. It just seems kind of like a hard thing to have to swallow. And I don't know, maybe a lot of other people with large Criterion Blu-ray collections are in mourning right now because of that. Let me know, please. But yeah, I guess I just kind of wanted to get that off my chest, kind of throw that out there, kind of see if anybody else has been thinking about this exact problem and not just me. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Adios.